Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Yay! Our best one ever.
Actually, it was really good. That was enunciated narrating.
Oh shit! He didn't hit record. He didn't start the timer though.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, anyway, so for all the cool people that we want you to say hello to,
Both of them.
both of them, yes. Go to the links below. Followed by Kevin. Take it away from me.
Corinne Milne, JD Arts, RPG Elements, among others. Plus, you can find us on Patreon. If you love what we do, you can help support it. If you don't love what we do, I'm Matt Mercer. This is
Thank you. Thank you.
So glad we keep that going. Also, Okie Deer, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Okie Deer. I need to add that to my list of
Anywho, let's get to the intro so we can continue the adventure with the Silver Menagerie. See you in a moment.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. The Silver Menagerie. Last time we left off, and there we go.
Oh, there we go. The magic potion wore on.
So good.
You were doing so well.
So good at the beginning and just off a cliff.
We can
That's
start
my
talking.
signature. I take many forms on this stuff. All right, the Silver Menagerie.
Stay for the mediocrity.
Court of Popular Opinion has been dealt with.
Yep.
You got your booms, your hexes, a little bit of both, depending who you are.
I gotta tell you, I got screwed. I'm just letting you know.
No. Hey,
You murdered someone.
Mercy killing! It was I was just putting him out of his misery at that point. Clearly he was too stupid to live.
so
I mean, a lot of people could say the same with you. Which is ironic.
Brian, I am at disadvantage on social roles with members of the Court of Pleasures, which means I have two chances
Court of
to
Delights.
Court of Delights, which means I have two
Oh,
chances to get
good.
in.
Well, that screws my backup plan. I am also, not only am I at disadvantage for every charisma roll involved,
Yeah.
I automatically fail the first one every day.
Okay. Important note, though. He is automatically an honored guest in the Unseelie Court at this point, which means if we ever go back, Nickwiz has to throw him a party.
Okay, let's be fair. That was going to happen anyway, just to distract him.
No, she wouldn't. She'd just throw you something buggy to eat.
I am also being actively hunted by what I can only assume is the assassin's arm of the lycanthrope group in the same fate.
Like we don't add it out the whiteboard.
That does not work.
That doesn't rate the light.
That doesn't rate the whiteboard.
That's a post-it.
I will dedicate my life to being your undoing. Yeah, get
However,
in
I
line.
would love to see a combination of Vedic and a werepanda.
It's like, yes, get in line next to the inevitable Charats, my dragon queen, the devil army, devil plant,
Alright.
illithids, and
What
trash egg.
crossed your brain?
Kobold were-panda. I immediately went to like crossing Viper with Poe from Kobold Panda. I just saw this
Okay.
big bumbling idiot.
Anyway,
So not much changes, but he's black and white.
He's big.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, back to this campaign.
We are talking about the campaign.
That was completely on
Yeah,
track.
that was completely on track. Anyway,
Where
you're
is-
currently traveling with a Green Warden of the Fey count. Well, a different Fey. Green Warden. There we go. Zendarius. Thunderhoof, and as he's transferring you to the front lines, or his commanding tent, essentially, that's near the front lines, still on the Fey realm, before going through he's explained this, before a natural tear between the Fey Wild and the material plane. It's fine if you jump. If you don't jump, you might get lost in like any plane of existence, but if you jump, you're fine. So,
But I can plane shift on my own!
you're not looking at the portal right now, but you do realize that you're moving extremely fast, and it kind of wobbles your mind a little bit because you're just walking normally.
His mind was all.
My mind naturally wobbles on its own.
Yeah.
But like the trees are
I'm
moving.
gonna need you two to split the two brain cells up, okay? Stop making the same jokes in unison. It's hard to understand.
His brain wobbles, but more like a spray paint can. There's just that one.
No, I always see
Me
it as
and
a spray
Brian's
paint.
last two brain cells are arguing for third place.
No, that's just
Okay, somehow we need to arrange somebody pick a Vatican, rattle him before spraying something.
fire breath.
It is now canon that you can actually pick up Eck and shake him.
As long as you can pick up 500 pounds.
Oh my god.
Anyway, but that's. I'm gonna try to continue.
Go for it, we're gonna try to let you.
But
One of us is gonna fail.
traveling with Thunderhoof, a person that is literally a centaur.
This is,
and
okay,
is
so
known
this is
for
the
being-
centaur.
Yeah, he's the centaur.
Yep.
And he is legendary in his speed. And you know that, they don't know that. But when traveling with him, it's weird. It's like everything is moving like that fast. A fast scene from like some I don't know Naruto, some anime.
Like we get to perceive our own travel montage.
Yeah, not quite. But all the trees are moving faster, and the wind is picking up. You can
Ludicrous
hear-
speed, go!
Yeah, but you're just walking normally. You're not running, but the land around you is moving much faster.
Too dangerous to stop.
Yeah.
We have to slow
Please stop! I cannot do it. I will quote the whole goddamn movie. And then it's not gonna be Matt Mercer. It's gonna be Mel Brooks knocking on the
I don't get to meet Mel Brooks.
That is entirely routine. Anyway,
There's the segue.
and you find you're looking at a massive tear in reality. That is a natural, well, not natural tear. Quite literally, someone put a spoon in the fabric of reality. As you quite literally see the silver spoon and unzipped a fold of reality from the material plane to the Fey Wild.
There's a time spoon.
Yeah, the time spoon. We've all seen it. Let's move on.
What?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think any of y'all know how spoons work if it's unzippering shit.
It's literally
Wibbly
Fey Wild.
wobbly tiny
Or
whiny.
maybe all
It's a
other
zipper.
spoons are an inferior facsimile of the time spoon.
Or maybe there is no spoon.
Well played.
And you see this massive.
Taking the blue pill and looking at my bed.
It's going to be one of those guys.
It is.
Okay, everyone's drinked up. I'm glad you're happy. There's a giant tent.
There's a tent.
Tent.
Really?
Tent.
That's what it said.
I know, it's not what I heard. Go on.
Okay, when you say giant tent, as in the tent of a giant, or
It's
a
a-
really big
A
tent?
really
pavilion
big
tent.
tent.
Okay.
Like someone
That has
getting
been
married.
sewn
but
together
not.
well. More like
God.
it's a giant blanket fort, really, because there's a bunch of tapestries, colorful pieces of fabric.
His
that is-
story keeps changing.
I'm going to ask a stupid question. We're arriving here or we're setting it up?
We are arriving.
You're arriving here. It's
And we
already
are
set-
back on the
It's already
material
set
plane.
up.
If you didn't catch that,
I missed that detail
we
too.
are back on the material plane.
You
No,
said
you're not.
something-
Oh,
You're looking at a terror.
we're looking at the tear. Sorry.
Yeah, you haven't jumped through.
We haven't gone through
But the
the
command
Time
tent,
Time spoon.
the command tent is on the Fey realm,
Yeah. This
So-
is the rift through which shit is trying to spill.
or they've been using it to send people to guard and fight. So
So what?
This tent, as he leads you in, that has been hodgepodge together with random pieces of cloth-like material that to make this place big enough, with the innards that are actually quite well immaculately taken care of. I realize I'm on the wrong page.
These guys.
There we
find a
go.
lot of ribs.
Todd,
Here we go.
doesn't everything
And
look
inside
giant?
is filled with furniture, weaponry, sharpened materials, pixie dust. You know, that works for, you know, Fey warmongering and stuff like that. And there's actually a couple of cages that have humans inside of it that are currently gagged, bound inside, and currently being
This is
spun
not
around.
slavery.
This is indentured servitude. It's totally different.
They were captured for war, for crimes against Fey.
When they're sent to labor camps, it's just
This is prisoners of war.
What he said, yes.
Hey Jim, how you doing? How's the kids?
It's just muffling.
There's just like little nostrils flaring.
but
We
it's
don't
actually the
condone
way we see it. It's the
slavery.
rabbit nose wiggling. Like,
Oh, it's adorable.
it's so cute.
Zendarius just goes, I do not condone slavery. Everyone here is under my order to make sure they stay here for information gathering.
Torture, not slavery.
Mental torture.
See,
Interrogation.
So,
potato, tomato.
I like this guy.
unsealing?
Dragon. Whatever.
Potato, tomato.
And he takes you to
And
this
I'm gonna
half
pull out a little
table
blindfold
that-
and wrap it around my head and around my ears, and I'm just gonna ignore all of you.
Would you like the one on blindside?
Nope, because then I'll be able to see the bullshit that you guys are doing, and it's really unethical, and I'm not okay.
She seems very judgmental.
War is hell.
Is she hungry? Anyone hungry here?
Perpetual.
I've got a satchel if you can take a nap in.
I'm always hungry.
No. And he's quite
I
literally like
literally
waves
can't
his
hear
hand and a
anything.
bunch of nuts, oats, and like
He just hands a feed bag.
pretty much. He kind of looks at you. He's like, "Oh right."
No, I'm good with it.
And he puts a handful. Not in a feed bag.
Put it down.
Why is somehow find something, a random piece of material that looks like a feed bag, fill it with a bunch of nuts and
That's
just
the notes. Here we go.
Why is your kobold muzzled? No, it's his feedback.
Yeah,
Doubles as a muzzle, though.
every time we take it off, he says something racial.
Something racially insensitive. We put it back on.
Hey, points.
We warned you. Anyway, so with this table that has a bunch of maps on it, that is actually layered and layered piece of apartment that is constantly showing the shifting nature of the Fey lands, which is by itself impossible to map. And he quite literally takes a part of like the lines of it, of the actual drawings, and pulls it back into position and puts a dot on it so it doesn't move anymore.
There's other parts that have red string that go to other parts in the wall.
Yeah, that are floating in midair and everything. Is like, ah.
Welcome to the Fae.
So he kind of points in this wobbly area that is showing the Terran reality that is next to this tent. So this is where we are. The material plane is on the other side. We are currently in the Terra that would go to...
I rolled a 15 to do my best to kind of like just glance at this and memorize as many
okay.
pieces
Well,
as I can.
give me one moment. As apparently... What happened to the names that I had written down? Did I...
This is my like home.
Yeah, and I'm trying to
City.
look up the actual force names of... well, this is the Hovlon Kingdom.
Okay.
That used to be called Empire, but then the Verusian Empire showed up and said, hey, since you're an empire, we're going to knock on your door even though we're on the other side of the continent, and then they changed it to Kingdom because they realized how small they are comparative to an actual empire.
Okay.
And, you know, and after a few assassinations of their emperor, they decided it's like, maybe it's too much trouble.
Like it's the original Empire's like third nephew twice removed. It's
Yeah,
currently
a little
sitting on
bit,
the
yeah.
throne. So I'm looking at these humans that have been captured. They are prisoners of war, right? My understanding.
Yes, there's currently 3 of them.
Do I recognize any of them or their uniforms?
Make a history check.
I bet you recognize a Jim.
I did recognize Jim, but
Right. I'm still hurt.
14.
14. These three, no. It looks like 2 of them are mercenaries.
Okay.
They're not wearing anything significant in terms of like this is the Royal Guard or these
They
are
don't
the...
have like a family crest.
No, they're definitely mercenaries, hired, contracted individuals that are fighting for a cause because of money. And one of them is actually a city guard that is actually from your household, specifically.
That's Jim.
Yeah, that's Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, young, stupid, you know, someone of higher born will go fight for me. He'll go, okay. And, you know, that's why he's here. He doesn't really question anything. He knows how to survive.
Okay. I see Jim. Jim is a soldier from my family's domain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not like a house guard, but my family's domain, one of
Yes.
the commoners.
Yes.
I reach into my pocket, I pull out a small gemstone. I like, Zendarius, has this gentleman given you all the information that you likely to glean?
Actually, these are the 3 newest ones.
Okay.
So no, not yet.
When you are finished with him, and I hold out this gem, and I say, return him to my family estate.
If we find...
Send him back to his farm.
Roll a persuasion.
Am I still not at disadvantage with Zendarius?
With Zendarius, no.
Okay.
Because you're not speaking to the member of...
Are you wearing the silks?
I am wearing the factional
You know, plus 10, man. Rock that
You
book.
might get -10 for Zendarius, honestly.
It's true.
That's true. He's a military man.
so
He
it's
doesn't
only gonna
care
be a
about
40.
fashion.
Well, I'm just going to roll it like it's normal, which is a 30.
30? He thinks it over a little bit.
You are one persuasive motherfucker.
You know, you have oats in your mouth and you're saying that at the same time. Chew or speak, not...
I hand him a jar and a spoon. Try it with peanut butter.
You know, normally I would get on you for touching my peanut butter, but...
No, that was my peanut butter.
Oh, that's your... Okay, we're good, we're good. Fine, yes, sure.
I could use my
After
coffee
a
grounds,
bit
too.
of an interrogation, we will send it back to his farm.
Used.
He's coffee grounds.
Very well. So, I don't remember the name of the forces that are on the material plane because honestly, the mortals are stupid. They name it weird ass shit anyway. But the Havilon Empire, the human people, basically, Lyric, your brother, was the one that initially started this. Small time, not that big of a deal. We held the territory. Let me finish before you start asking questions. I know there's going to be some. After about a month of this, on the material plane time, the whole freaking kingdom started backing him. And now the whole kingdom is sending him soldiers, resources, everything he wants, and now we have a full-blown war from man to fairy. With the limited resources that I have, the Fey people, the Fey are not organized. I know. Mind-blowing. This blood hunt was the one chance, I know it was against you, but understand my annoyance, that I'm trying to get some sort of semblance of organization so that we can put a proper line of conflicts. Right now, I'm doing guerrilla warfare, pun intended, on pockets of
I can help
sanctuary. Yes, and I will be asking for you. Now, and break to the map real quick.
Yeah.
With the cursory glance, you immediately recognize symbols that are banners, quote, quote, that would represent sylvan markers for dryads. 6 of them in total, and one of them that you recognize. The dryad that you are...
Oh. The one that brought me back.
Yeah, that are now on the material plane.
Okay.
Because the map also shows the material plane and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. So, with all that happening, I have had to pull some strings, get some political matters involved, and make some favors happen. All that, you know how they work. With a couple of them actually assisting, the one... Anyway, Dryads have made sanctuary points in the material planes because they're able to take their entire landmass, place it in the material planes with some sort of ritual thing. And we are able to create sanctuaries, refugee camps, yada, 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 so that those that are displaced, that are being hunted, they can run whenever they feel they need to these sanctuary points and be a bit of a strong house for these locations. Now, Beyond that, again, guerrilla warfare. Luckily, and he points towards the material plane map and kind of moves the Fey out of the way, like literally grabs an invisible wall and like drags it with a bunch of the realms moving out of the place, and looks at a map of the kingdom Havalon. Luckily, they don't know about these sanctuary locations by design, and I want to keep it that way as long as possible. But as long as they continue to attack randomly, they're going to stumble upon these sanctuaries sooner or later. And I don't know what magics they're using. It's Fey in origin, which is confusing, but they have some sort of alchemic mixture that is allowing them to fuel constructions. Some siege, some like that thing.
What
He
thing?
points to Sparks. You.
Automatons.
Like soul and self-aware, or constructs?
Constructs.
Okay, so not me.
No, you.
Sparks is somewhat unique in that he actually has a soul and is free thinking. He is not merely an automaton.
Cool. That's if free think is actually part of the organic being as well, honestly. You immortals, whatever.
And he
Anyway.
is functionally immortal as long as you change his oil every 10,000 miles.
It's 10,000 steps.
Where's the porthole?
10,000.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know
were
the
out
answer to.
fast.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I
Right.
I'm one of the first models. You know, it's
Alright.
not exactly meant for long distance.
So, they're doing a full-blown assault, which is bringing all up to the debate of killing out your family lineage and stuff like that, and also those that want to basically seal up all the Fey portals, which is bad idea. People forget here that we are sustaining on the material realm just as much as the material realm sustains on us. But, simple fix, close the door. That's what they want. But, again, trying to get some sort of organization, and
Yes, there are.
suddenly there's a three-legged, blue-tinted, 2-foot-tall, elfling-like figure that's in tatted clothing.
Hey, tripod!
Yeah, and he just kind of blurs in. And he looks over and he goes, yes, report. And he goes, hey, and he just, and puts 3 markers on the material plane map in a forest. Seemingly random placement, but there's 3 markers in general. One just randomly in the forest, another one, and something known as a fairy village known as Sweet Lumpy Curdles, and a grove known as the Grove of Passion. Looks like a
Sweet lumpy turtles.
yes. And he disappears in an instant as
So every good date should end. Some sweet lumpy kernels.
yes.
Your poor wife.
He married it. I'm just saying it.
That's why I just said, that joke.
And this 3 individuals now realizing his tattered clothing is not tattered because he doesn't maintain it. It's tattered because of how fast he moves, and the wind just rips it apart gradually, like in high tornado winds. Hurricanes.
He's got 3 legs. He can move at least half again as fast as those 2-legged creatures.
He tosses a sweet roll out and immediately just disappears, like atomizes, as he circles around the sweet before disappearing out of the chambers. Well, and that's 3 more assaults. They are random, but again, it's annoying.
Are these... So, when the incursions originally started, was it simple attacks against Fey holdings on the material plane, or were the actual incursions into the wilds?
By my information gathering, and they seem to be limiting information and spreading misinformation between those hired and those working for them, which is making things a little difficult for me in terms of actual figure shit out. They are, it was initially random, but they were aiming for highest concentration of Fey entities, those that have magical capabilities from the Fey realm. They left everything else alone. It doesn't matter if they're like, oh, we're Fey too. It's like, no. If you have Fey blood and magical connections to the Fey Wilds, they're going to try to get you. And they were able to capture very well. They're employing various pieces of equipment that have iron in them that doesn't... It hurts, but it doesn't kill. It shackles us to the material plane when you're smothered. A lot of nets. And a couple of few casters that make mental thinking a little difficult. So, be
I knew
mindful
one
of
of
that.
them. God, she was a bitch.
Sorry, who? Yeah. Anyway. So, random at first, and seemingly random to continue, if that answers your question.
Well, it answers one and formats several others, and I take it there's been no contact with those Fey who were previously in service to my household.
Completely no contact. All I know is that they're coming out with more of this alchemical stuff to better combat us, to infuse their warriors, and apparently it's a drug too. So, they found something out. They're using something new, because normally...
Does Zendarius know about the reason my family fell out of favor?
Make an insight check. He never really discussed it openly.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. He is very aware about your family's... yeah.
Well, you're right.
I was like, that's not a number. Oh.
He's an individual that is very aware, as he's filled in with any irrelevant information that would be involving this kind of thing, especially since there's a war between your family, a blood hunt, and Fey. But he, out of respect, did not bring it up, probably due to the fact that everyone's got skeletons in the closet.
Okay. So my in character, my brain is immediately going to, okay, if we're capturing Fey, then he's probably dabbling in the same kind of dark dealings that got us in trouble in the first place. Which is the whole reason I'm freaking here. So now I'm really pissed at him. But all right.
There's more and more papers coming onto the table from that same three-legged individual that seems to be filling in information from the front lines, like, as he's like going through it. Putting on a couple of reading glasses, those half-circle glasses.
The pince-nez.
The pinchers?
The pince-nez, yeah.
But they're also the half-circle ones.
So it's like square on top, circle on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they marking the symbols of the human attachments, like battalions too, or just the Fey?
They're by the Fey definition, it's chaotic.
Yeah.
They've always been the embodiment of chaos and not having proper,
It's like
understanding.
Liberace, when even the Fey go, oh God.
Dear Christ.
Well, no, the Fey trying to
Like a blind
translate
gay man
simple
go, okay.
mortals and making assumptions and snap decisions. There's a couple symbols that are accurate of like, all right, this is a siege equipment, this is pikemen, this is gunnery squad, which that's new. And then there's a symbol that, three different like type of symbols for maybe casters, netters, and some sort of strange magic caster that's not from the arcane. That's just from natural 20 insight for you.
Okay. So what I'm looking for is seeing if any of their representations of the forces of material plane are representative of the arcane group that my sister would be serving as part of.
You don't see any of that.
Okay. So that means that it's possible that they're not directly involved, and I might be able to get to her.
Very possible.
And because if I am going to go kill my brother, that puts her in charge of the family. And I gotta make sure she's not gonna make the same stupid mistakes.
Oh, right. I haven't informed you.
Yeah.
But you seem a lot of knowing right now. So, is it one of those weird time Fey things? Did we meet before? You came in here knowing a lot of stuff that you shouldn't know. Do you know that your father is comatose? Or had a brain aneurysm?
No.
I apologize. Your father is alive by records,
That explains it a little bit more.
Yes. It seems that Lyric has taken over in terms of...
But that does give us another way out of this.
Oh, so.
Well, if he can be revived.
Possibly, if he's alive.
That's
No one's seen him.
That's another question for my sister, because I doubt I'm going to get any direct answers from my brother.
But again, take this with a pinch of salt. This is on one side of the war, beyond the front lines.
Hey, Jim! Mage hand his gag off.
He goes, oh! Oh, hold on. Oh! And he kind of like massages his jaw. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Who is the current patriarch of House Lassiter?
The patriarch is, Lyric. He's taking over his father, he said.
And what happened to his father?
He got sick?
Does it seem like Jim recognizes me as to who I am?
I mean,
16?
you have lost the eye.
He looks, he's very thin. He
You may
hasn't
not
eaten a lot.
recognize me due to my red arm.
No, he does not recognize you. You don't even have to roll insight. He does not recognize you. You are a completely different person compared to...
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. He doesn't recognize you. And he kind of thinks a moment, you know what, now that I think about it, there was a lot of smoke one day. Maybe there was a fire and then he got caught in it. Down at the house, the big house.
Jim,
Yeah?
my associate Zendarius is going to ask you questions. And if you answer them honestly and completely, no harm will come to you, and at the end of that question, you'll be returned to your phone.
Okay. Can I go somewhere else than the farm?
You'll be returned to your family. Unless you'd like to go somewhere else. How do you feel about airship piracy?
What? I know shit, but I mean, sure, okay. I don't really want to go back because I was threatened with a lot of big words and something about if I return.
Do you have children, Jim?
Yes, one child.
Does your wife still live?
Yeah, regrettably, but yeah.
Body knock. Body knock's the messenger.
Yeah. Yeah, boss.
Deliver this message to Jim's family. Where's your family, Jim?
Well, it's 2 clicks, and he starts giving information, and literally the messenger goes, I got it.
Yeah. The message was to travel with all speed to where our house is.
Okay.
Like a different nation.
Yes! So they're gonna get this random note in about an hour, and I'll just do it right now. As this mother of a soul child, maybe about a year old, this child, currently breastfeeding in a house that is barely kept warm on a potato farm. That gets this from a Fey entity that is currently at war with her nation, and just on the table. Sorry.
The message is, I hold your family's oaths fulfilled. You are hereby free of all bounds to this nation. Travel with all speed to this location. There you will receive a new life. With my kindest regards, signed, Quinn Lassiter.
Titles.
Yeah, title.
And your persuasion, even with disadvantage, is redonkulous high.
Yeah.
Let me reiterate. This is a half-fed woman with a child that is 1 year old.
I get it.
Well, finish feeding her.
She ain't gonna make the trip.
And she looks at this note and goes, and looks at the map that you kind of give.
So I'm in Florida, and I need to get to Oregon?
Flips. 2,000 something miles?
Yeah, here's the map. flip.
Walking?
Yeah.
Flip, flip,
Well, no,
flip,
but-
flip, flip.
But
flip,
I'm going
flip, flip.
when Zendarius is done with him, return him to pick up his family, and off they go. I can't facilitate their travel right now.
No, you can't. But what you just brought up out of the blue and stuff like that, we'll see what happens. But at the same time, it's a prospectively insane question.
You also have to remember, people quit their jobs in Chicago to go race across the Oklahoma Territory.
That's
in the hopes
modern
of
day.
No.
No.
People quit their jobs in Chicago to race across the Oklahoma Territory to pick up a flag that meant they got the 60 acres around it with only what they could carry on their backs.
Oh, you're referring. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you were referring to like modern day society. Okay.
No, I literally, like, people were walking out of factories, going home, filling backpacks, getting on trains.
But they don't tend to do it with a child. But you said what you said.
Yeah.
You're in crazy high in persuasion. It's definitely going to motivate you to do something. You don't know what's going to be that something.
Yeah. But the fact is, the House Lassiter, their liege,
Yes, she
House
recognized the time.
just released them
Yeah.
from their domain, from their fiefdom.
And yeah.
All right.
So whatever that happens and stuff like that, and this individual keeps talking as this is happening. He's like, well, with all due respect, this angry man also told me that he'll take something that I kind of take dear of myself on part of my body if I return.
If you return to the battle against the Fey.
If I return back home without permission.
Stack of 50 gold coins. Zendarius, can you reconnect this man with his family when you are done with him? I take it back. I have other agents that can handle that.
Thank you.
But can you give this to him when you release
He
him?
doesn't say thank you. He just goes, agreed.
Just give this to him when you release him.
Fine. Oh,
Okay.
shit. Well, that's not good. As he's finishing reading the papers.
Message for you, sir.
Not quite, but
You will not have been.
it looks like whatever he read on the paper just stuck him in the
You
heart.
will
Like,
not have died in vain. Actually,
So,
not dead. You will not have been
mortally wounded in vain.
I'm actually all right, sir. Just just hold still.
All right, for my idiom, sir. Idiom.
So apparently, the Grove of Passion, where encampment of a bunch of stars, apparently there's a portal to the Fae at the center of their encampment. That's not good. If the humans get a hold and capture that territory, they'll have a direct line into the Fae. Now, they're already doing a lot of crazy stuff with magic. I don't want a bunch of magic people touching my portals. But at the same time, I can't reallocate forces from the sweet lumpy curdles and the random spot. Look, I'm being serious right now. This is with people, with Fey lives on the line.
Sorry.
Sweet lumpy curdles is a village full of pixies. Sorry, Fey. Sorry, fairies. I mean.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
That's why it's lumpy and curdled.
Reminds me of
I
my
can't-
favorite drink.
I'm a little thin right now. I'm handling my forces. I can't do much more.
Zendarius,
I need assistance.
as the relentless Lord Warden, I will handle this for you.
I got goosebumps from that.
How do you folks feel about defending a Fey encampment?
From what?
Humanoid incursion.
Hey, big guy, can you fight?
Define humanoid. Because, let's be honest, Sparks and Flint here are humanoid.
Humans, probably some elf allies, and whatever else they've conjured.
Alright. Why do we give
More
two
bad
legs of
news.
spit about this Fey encampment?
Um,
Aren't humans and elves usually our allies, especially from the material plane?
They are when they are not openly making war on the Fey Wild. And you've seen this.
This barbarian.
And these. Imagine someone other than me conjuring those to their nefarious ends.
I assume you conjured them to their affairs, and
Yes,
I'm still
but
not.
my-
I'm still not sure why we're
My
getting involved.
nefariousness is cheeky and fun.
They're
Nefariousness is evil and tragic.
They like they
No. I understand that you are.
pass downs and everything.
I understand that you are involved, but I'm just not clear on what's in it for me.
You can take anything off the dead ones.
The magic users.
Very tempting. Dead humans don't tend to carry a whole lot of cash, though.
So
So
I will say this: you seem to be one of those book type casters. There's a lot of other book type casters out there.
then, if there are a lot of other book type casters around here, one golden kobold is going to walk out, shine his shiny ass out in the back,
Oh, yeah, you're gonna
and
be
they're gonna know.
Yeah, you're going to be the.
They're either
flame-
going to run screaming or run screaming. Either one isn't a good option for
I'm
me.
saying that they might have a lot of new magical stuff for you.
It's a shopkeeper.
It's always shopkeeper.
So, I'm
Okay, so
Quinn, you
I
are
don't-
now a de facto leader since Nickwas left. You know, so
Vedic, come aside with me. Come aside with me. I pull Vedic aside and I say,
do you get down at this
I
level?
do.
too?
I take a knee. I'm like, Vedic, this is dealing with my family. My family has always had close ties to the Fae. It is part of the reason we've remained in power where we have for so long. Also, the reason we fell out of favor previously was we had a lot of dealings with demons. And my father found a way to tether their magic to our bloodline. It is a crime for which I am still paying. Now, my brother has usurped my father's power, and I think he's gone back on his old ways. So it is entirely possible that there is demonic magic being levied against the Fey Wild.
Now you're talking. I have one remaining question.
Sure.
Who are the humans that are going to come and attack us?
Fade to black. Roll credits.
The Havilon Kingdom is my homeland. Specifically, they've rallied behind my brother and my family's banner. If, this is a big if I can get him out of power, I may be able to break these alliances and stop this assault.
And why are we futzing here? Zendarius is very clearly capable of
This-
rallying the forest spirits. Let's
I'm
just go.
barely holding it together.
I didn't ask you. So
This is one very specific instance where we can make an immediate impact before going forward to deal with the larger threat. Do you remember the party, like getting through the castle? Like it was just it was a step in the process.
I've got an easy.
Da-da-da-da.
I've got an easy answer for this. Hang on, just let me find my. Yeah, these'll do. And he
What did you just open?
pulls out a bunch of blue stones. I'm casting augury.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my mental image says you just took your chest and opened it to look inside.
No, that's my thing.
He tucks things in his hair.
It's shaved off at this point. Augury. Scorched off.
What question are you asking?
So I get wheel low or neither. Help Quinn.
We will.
Both.
But I will give right off the bat, with your heightened magical capabilities, you get the smell of...
I'm just asking where Destiny wants me to be. Like helping Quinn is all well and good, but
in
I
that
have
case,
a purpose.
So with using augury, I want you to roll a d20 plus your casting modifier. This is going to be a modified spell.
Totally cocked. What is that?
14.
14 plus
14?
9.
Plus 9. So,
Shit.
14 plus 9, that changes. Okay, so your eyes roll back in your head and they go pure blinding white.
Make a roll. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
he's having a seizure. Someone make sure he doesn't swallow his thumb.
Can I shock him? Can I
Quinn, as soon as you touch him, your hands almost like reach back 50 years as soon as you're getting closer, and you immediately pull
You
back.
feel your hands just feed the oncoming arthritis as
They get wrinkly and old, not very well maintained, and they go back after a few seconds. As you look into time itself,
Wildly unpleasant.
you are a time wizard. You are a seer, or used to be a seer.
Used to be a
Seer, but a little bit that still lingers, especially with your capabilities as a great time wizard. You are looking into time itself, reading the pages that you have not read for this current universe.
I'm opening my own book and reading to the pages that I haven't written yet, which is sort of a weird paradox, but we're just going to ignore it. That's what magic is for.
I want you to roll an Arcana check.
Oh,
before I
good. Thank
finish what
God.
I'm
Well, the one, I have 4 skills total that I'm useful for.
Reading the pages you haven't written yet.
This is how best to identify what he's about to see.
Add 11 to that.
17.
28.
28. Okay. And it was a considerably higher DC because you're using a spell to do so. Now, as you peer into time, as you're looking at across the forest of this human kingdom, seeing united banners that aim to be disorganized, but really are planning everything and unifying so that they can gather as many Fey folk as possible. As they continue to you go deeper, you're seeing Fey prisoners being chained, bagged, and processed. And suddenly you see a silvery, sparkly powder that is being used to fuel, forge, power, and snort.
Yeah, let's kick his ass. I'm in.
What happened? You just
Nothing
get over there?
Nothing is going to happen because I've said so. Quinn!
It's already happened and will continue to happen.
He doesn't know that. Quit pissing on my magnanimity! You know what?
Magnanimosity?
Magnum.
It is actually magnanimity. Bite me.
By the way, that random spot.
What are you all standing around for? We've got an invasion to stop.
Where are you going? I will send assistance.
We're going to deal with... I forgot the name of
Wherever
the
Quinn's-
village with the portal. The village with the portal.
You mean the Grove of Passion?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just hop through that schism right there. Think where you're going. You'll be there within a hop, skip, and a jump.
Oh, shoot. Problem is it requires thinking. So.
Hold up.
What happens?
By the way, heads up. I just lost contact with the random spot in the forest. So that's a thing. So be aware of that if you're ever nearby. I sent 5 men over there. All gone.
Hey, Flint. Can you fight?
Well, I am built what I am meant to be, and that is weapon.
What's your weapons of choice?
My weapon is a stick with an axe on it.
Can you give me a polearm?
What?
You got a polearm? Does anyone have a polearm on
I
them?
already have my weapon of choice.
Pull him on me? What are you kidding?
Look, you don't have a passive polearm?
He's
All
got a
right.
finger holding.
So Nick,
Yes.
to help this along, monitoring spell slots in the whole 9 yards. I'm going to swap that out. What you gave me was closer to legend lore.
It's a combination of both.
All right. So I'm just going to burn the legend lore slot.
Sure, yeah.
Quick reminder, because this was lengthy and you don't have the visual cue. There's a portal that we have to think about where we're going, and Todd currently has their head tied up to not see or hear anything that's going on.
Yeah, oh, I
so
By the way, she could stay here if she wants.
No,
She'll know the thing.
no,
I doubt
no.
she'll be very good in combat.
Oh,
Actually,
shit.
that's a lie. I saw her kick ass with that spider.
Yeah.
You don't
With the
want,
army of crickets.
You don't want that. Because a lot of the things that you do, she'll take issue with.
I am a product of my time.
I understand
Alright.
that. Her sensibilities are different.
this whole debate's going on, and there's random interjections of Todd's foot going. on my shoulder.
That's adorable. Sorry. That's me. That's me.
Tap, tap.
Stop scratching her belly.
Hold her up. You okay?
My foot fell asleep.
Okay, we're almost done.
We haven't rested
Okay.
for a while.
We have not.
Yes, and I'm still
He's
got.
at like
I've
100.
got dried blood coming out of my nose.
So we're going to
Do you need the rest?
the Grove of Passion.
We have two people who don't
The
sleep.
Grove of Passion is currently like under siege.
Yes.
Well, no time like the present.
Yeah.
But
No rest for the
depending
wicked.
on how much you need it, I could try something. There's no guarantee. We're in the Fey Wild. Time means nothing.
Yeah, time does mean weird things
It's a
here.
Jeremy Bearimy here. Yeah.
You can take a rest and then still arrive instantly.
That's fair.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I could handle a short rest, is all I'm saying.
I think that we will benefit from the rest.
I need to
Short
figure out
rest
what
it
I
is,
do
and
with
you're
it.
already halfway into the short rest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We will walk in.
So you finish up a short rest. You regain everything that you regained for a short rest. You spend any hit dice that you want to regain your hit.
Using a lot of hit dice here.
Yeah, your backhand is hurt.
Damn.
And I can use up to my level of hit dice, right?
You can have back 38 from a potion of superior healing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna burn
Wait,
some hit
are we
dice.
doing the rule where if you like are resting,
You can sip it. Yeah,
you sip it and
yeah.
you get max?
Yes.
Oh, so here, I've got a potion of superior healing you can sip on and get
It takes like a full minute in order to actually do it, but
So that's 40.
Okay.
Right there.
Great,
And I've got more of those if you need.
great. Yes. Well,
You want another one?
I sure could.
Have another one.
Those are expensive.
I have.
Okay, 50 of them.
Wait, no. I don't have 50.
Got 20.
I have 12.
So it's
We're waiting an hour.
yes.
1 hour.
Another.
I
so it's
am
another
going
40?
to do a thing. I am going to attune to my hurdy-gurdy, and then I am going to use it
Can
to
you?
cast Cure Wounds.
Make a
Can
performance
you
Don't you need to be a
attune to?
bard?
Don't you need to be a bard? Is my
It's
question.
one or the
check.
other.
This is a special one.
Oh, okay.
I either need to be a bard or attune to it.
Okay. Right, I don't.
What?
Okay,
So
so
do I not need to attune to my instrument of the bard since I am a bard?
well, this one is of the Fae, and this one is a little different. So basically,
My
if you're
vessel
not,
fucked up and won't change sizes.
yeah, if
So-
you're not a bard, you have to continue to make performance checks every time you use it in order to cast it.
Okay.
If you don't, you suffer damage.
Okay.
Or if you fail the performance check, you suffer damage.
Performance. Oh, groovy. Okay, that's a modified 20.
Yeah, baby, I get my
You succeed.
5th level spell
Yep.
slots back.
So when this happens, like somebody lifts my ear, informs me that we're taking a rest, I request that I be oriented to face away from the cages, and then I untie my head. And I gather up your fairies with me, and we're all sitting around whispering together, and then I get the crickets over, and we're all whispering together, and then I suddenly...
You get the war generals that are currently sitting knees backwards.
Just in days on just wow.
And we're all, ha-ha! And then they start with the hurdy-gurdy, and there's like the fairies, they all have little fezzes, and they're doing dance stuff, and the crickets are doing this like elaborate dance routine behind them, and yep, they've got the music going, and everybody's breaking it down, and I'm just sitting there playing the hurdy-gurdy.
I love it.
What is a hurdy-gurdy?
Oh, that's
Crank thing.
It's
Vibraphone?
no.
It's a crank device that has a bunch of.
It's got strings. Think about a crank operated violin. Is the easiest way
That's
to think about it.
exactly yeah. That has a lot of buttons in order to
So-
change
so
what
it's
it
got
is, and then you can
buttons like
change the
similar to,
position
It's
of
got
strings.
buttons like an accordion, but actually they operate on strings, and the whole thing is crank
It
operated.
has a constant.
so you're pushing
And-
the buttons,
And
then
depending
you-
on the jarring movements and also consistency of your moving it, depicts on how it will sound.
It's a
So
very-
you need to take up the accordion, because then we'll have bagpipes, accordion, and hurdy-gurdy.
Strangely
I shall play the trombone.
Automatic fear check from everyone.
Roll to that. Because I cannot blow or play
So
wounds.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the fucked up
The
turtle.
drums.
Ah,
We do the drums, we do the bongos.
She knows me well.
I can also play the drums.
Uh,
2 hands for bagpipes.
I can put a bomb.
I don't have
Was
a
it,
spellcasting
steel?
ability. I don't.
Tan? Is that what it is?
What am I adding to this?
That's what I'm looking for.
Steel drums that they use in, like,
Sure,
Jamaican
wounds
death.
is just the die, if I remember correctly.
Nothing. Yes. That's what we
The
need.
creature you touch
That'll be my
regains a
thing.
number of hit points equal to 1d8
So
plus
I
your
actually
spellcasting
wanted to
ability
take up
modifier.
the, like the
Then
metal hand
let's
drum.
say
Like
+5.
Okay.
I love the sound, and then
And
I found out
then
how much it costs.
cure wounds.
One of those, they are just. It's
I
unbelievable.
increase the die.
It's-
So this is cure
but
wounds
it's
3rd
a
level,
precise
so it's
instrument.
3d8.
It's a what?
Yeah,
The precise
3d8 plus
intent.
5. Sorry, not that.
It can be precise
Casting
metal.
modifier. 3d8 plus 3.
3d8 plus 3. Okay.
That and like, the way
so
we
that's-
strike, you'd like. Somebody make a really loud note. Ding. Oh well, that's
22.
That is absolute. The last bit of blood goes.
Recrawls up your nose. I burned 3 hit dice by the way.
Really?
This is the dice. I'm.
I would
You
have.
can
I
gain
would
a
have had
couple of
to.
spells back if you spent
I would
any
have burned
because of
something.
arcane recovery.
Arcane. No, I burned the arcane recovery. I got my 5th level spell slots back.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
Make the team, and then like I make everybody come out. And
finish it.
Like there's books contemplatively. Like Vedic is quiet sometimes. He goes, "Let's rock!"
A little bit of lightning in the
I
background.
need an instrument of the bars, but I need electric guitar. I'm nah, I will burn. I will untune to something I'm currently if you give me an electric guitar.
Zendarius goes, "Do you want one?"
Yes, I just said yes.
That would be your payment if you assist thoroughly with this job with the Green Wardens.
I was gonna do that anyway.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Son of a bitch, I'm in. Golden Kobold with the horns. It needs to happen. Like, I don't care if it only happens
Quick
once.
question. What's the electric car? Car? Guitar.
It's a draconic instrument.
he immediately goes,
Is it now?
he goes, Zim, Bob, Phil! And so there's 3 of these 3-legged individuals go, I need you to look out for a electric guitar. Draconic element. Go, go, go!
Electrified guitar.
Oh god. It's gonna be like electric hammer.
shock you. Like you're like, oh great.
You know what?
Worth it.
So the strings are electrified.
I don't know when they'll be back, but they will be back.
All right. So we've rested. We've recovered. We've.
Taking a curtain call.
No, I-
Good job, everybody.
Roll a d20 and tell me what you get.
Thank you,
Oh
Tom.
god, just a straight
Thank
D20.
them.
Great d20.
That one?
That is actually a beautiful 18.
Beautiful
Thank you,
18.
Lloyd.
And about the
I
end.
like these dice.
Yeah.
Like,
Those are nice. Are those the ones I bought you?
yes, they are. These are my Christmas present. They
I
are.
love it.
I don't think I've ever rolled
They
less than a
jingle
10
so
on
right.
these things.
Anyway, but in about the end of your
That's
rest, because you got
so
18, 19,
much.
20 was what I was looking for if you want it now, there is a...
I can't attune to it. It doesn't matter if they bring it to me.
and there's this small folk individual.
You said you would unattune.
But yeah, but it still takes me an hour.
Yeah.
We've spent the roll. We've spent the time.
Okay.
He brings back an instrument, small folks size, that has what looks to be strung out, high tension, like almost fleshy strings that is made from like a demonic guitar that has like axe butt that almost vibrates with electricity.
Changing your mind on that too.
I'm so no. I'm into this. Oh god. Yeah. Keep that. I'll be back for
And
it.
there's almost like a stretched out maul at the center where the strings are.
Perfect.
And it has these strings that they go, and it's like a scream in demonic, if anyone speaks demonic.
It's just death metal.
Perfect. I'll be back for it. Let's go.
You hear whispers in my head.
We
I
can
like
now
it.
play the
Speaks to
devil
me.
went down to Georgia.
And depending on your ass, rock is to the sign of the devil.
The demons went down the Fey Wild. They were looking for some souls.
They were in a bind. They were way behind. When it came upon a pixie.
Kobold came upon a kobold. Rocking a guitar, playing hot. Demon jumped on a mushroom stump and said,
Boy, let me tell you what. Oh, I am sorry to say I can do that song from start to finish.
I can too.
I love that
anyone?
song. Oh.
I can do the coyote.
It's the whole
dance,
it's the whole baby got back there
Baby got back
theory. Is that you need any 3 white guys to put together all the lyrics to Baby Got Back?
Okay.
Moving on.
I will tell the story later.
I've got like half of it.
That's it. Is that most people have a portion of it, but they can't do the whole thing. Anyway, go on with the story, please.
So, okay, no, you know, yeah. So you get ready and you're looking at this terror that has been ripped open to the folds of reality by a silver spoon. I keep trying to say golden because I look at that.
Time spoon.
Time spoon. And when I say spoons, I'm talking about spoon kind of thing.
That's not demonstrative.
Spoon!
Yeah.
Spoon man.
We're talking about a 3-foot-long spoon.
So my weapon.
It's a giant spoon. It's literally like the giant race. It's their spoon.
Is it a soup spoon or is it a teaspoon?
It's a teaspoon.
It's a giant teaspoon.
Giant teaspoon.
Yeah.
1 tisp. Temporal spatial spoon.
There you
Okay.
go.
Temporal.
Is it a measuring teaspoon or is it a spoon that goes with the tea set?
Tea set.
Okay.
Do you know there are other things that are called spoons? Anyway, moving on.
It's a fucking spoon.
It's
alright?
a time ladle.
Oh, too late. I've already said it.
So,
Are we going through the portal?
Are you?
yes.
Upward.
So, how do you enter through the portal?
Face first.
I was about to say it first.
Everyone
As in there is.
connect with each other because you can fall through this rift.
Okay, he
And
says I need your phone
it's
number.
funny. Vedic, you're the first one to do this. You're literally looking in between realities. You're seeing
Like, stick head in,
everything.
head out, head in, head out.
Yeah, so it's a terrible reality, and you gotta jump, otherwise you're not gonna make it to the material plane because you'll fall in between planes
Watching
and
the
end
city,
up
I can
randomly
stick your hand
somewhere.
again, I swear.
If you want to have one hell of an adventure,
I'm
jump
gonna
between
need
the
some
lanes.
help getting through this one.
Yes, and also,
But
didn't
you
you
get
say
one.
we had to think where we're going? So what happens if we get distracted?
Should we tie ourselves together?
Oh no.
I do not think we should tie ourselves together.
Think-
I would like to not be tied to any of
I said, I didn't
these.
say tie each other together. I said,
He said.
no, everyone hold on to each other, and all of you think of following me, and I will get us there.
Okay.
I can do that.
I can hold the 2 little ones.
Ankle.
He's alright.
Alright, so, leading the group through.
Okay. So,
Shoulder.
I want to
following him.
a
Or follow me.
general strength or dex check.
Oh
You
my
all pretty
God.
much jump at once,
God.
which is a little harder to do.
Is this a saving throw or just a check?
Just a check.
Yeah.
18.
18?
Not terrible.
Strength or dex?
Well, that's natural 20.
Jeez.
So.
I mean, jumping with a bunny, I mean, it's
All right.
kind of there.
Because I had to save Ek in his fight, I am dealing with a level of exhaustion, and
Yes, you
ability
are.
checks means that I am taking ability checks at disadvantage, which means my Dex check, which is better than my Strength check, came out to a 7.
So that's one failure, but you're holding
got
on to each
real
other so
slippery
it's a group
ankle.
check.
Modified 20.
Modified 20. Success?
This is a check, so not a saving throw, right?
Yes.
So, 15.
You're fine.
So, do I gotta roll for flint?
18.
Yes, I saw you. What?
Any roll for flint?
Ah, yes, roll for flint.
Chip off the old rock.
18.
18. That's why you failed. That's why you failed. You had to stop for the pun, and you missed the timing of the jump.
Yeah, that's legit.
No.
That's canon.
Each flint, I'm steel.
And when you put them together, you get sparks!
No.
Yes!
Well done. Well played.
At some point, it's gonna happen.
It's so perfect that everyone's jumping through folds of reality as you're doing that.
So Vedic said it, and he failed. But everyone else was like, "Hey, you're right."
In transition.
He's flint, he's steel, you hit him and you get sparks. Hey, wait, what? Oh. Didn't think
And-
about that.
I'm going to break a little bit. You know the scene from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I believe, when they're jumping 50 jumps? That's what it is. That's what's happening right now. It's a tear in reality. This is not fun.
Who the fuck?
I want
It's a
everyone to
special
make
effect
roll a
thing.
wisdom saving throw with advantage, except for Quinn because he's leading the charge.
Rocket Cat says.
You're not supposed to do 20 jumps at a time.
Yeah, you're only supposed to do like 10 or 20 jumps at a time. We're about to do 50 some odd.
And they're like body parts are
That
like
didn't help
extending.
translate it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, there's like body
Rocket,
parts.
I'm just saying,
extending.
Rocket Raccoon is my spirit animal.
Yes.
You say that about 14 different things.
This is real.
We're rolling wisdom
Okay,
checks
then
at
you can't
advantage.
play Mushu anymore.
At advantage?
Yeah, now, my point.
Wiz checks with saving throws. What are we?
But you're
Advantage for
not
wisdom saving throw
advantage.
for everyone except for Quinn because you're the head honcho.
We're taking a wisdom saving throw now?
Yeah.
Well, that's good for me that I roll a natural 19, which makes that 17.
Ooh. Don't forget Flint.
Never rolled for Flint, who actually has a better wisdom than me.
Yes, he does.
But guess what?
Saving throw?
Saving throw, yes.
18.
18.
Thank
Excellent.
God for
17.
advantage.
Success.
17.
Success.
11.
Success.
Ooh.
2.
Oh, cool, they both would have
With
passed.
advantage.
Oh.
Everybody but me has advantage. 'cause
Oh shit, I didn't even roll advantage.
So it is still a group check
Let's do
because
it
you're all
seven.
huddled together. So that's one failure with everyone else.
So that was a
successes.
3 and a nat 1.
Yes. So I do not need the roll on
It's
the
because
table.
he finally understood puns. And I thought it clicked.
That wasn't me.
That was
Flint.
That was Flint.
Okay.
Which
That was
was
horrible.
Flint has finally been exposed to puns. What can I say?
So
His wisdom's better than
I do
smarts.
not have to roll
Still
on the
been
table
worse.
all planes. Congratulations.
Yay! Because I like that 7th level
All
spell slot.
planes?
Like I could solve this for
Oh
us.
no,
but-
you would have rolled a D100 and we were like, let's see where.
Oh, we would have been yeah, it would have been problem, but not that.
Yeah, elements
We're
of
in
water.
Greyhawk.
You are in the
That's a
element.
bigger problem.
I think that's one of the things here actually.
We're
Anyway,
in, we're in Crin.
We're in Falcon Rest.
so
Ravenhawk.
you land.
We're in Crin. Wait, this might not be a problem. What color robes is Raceland wearing?
This is
We're
not
an
the
Emerald.
map that
We're
I'm
stuck.
describing. So everyone, this thing on the table that David and Nathan helped me with, this is not what I'm going to be describing. You come through a portal, and you find yourself immediately surrounded by celebrations, drums, parties, food galore, alcohol pouring from the chin chops. from
Thank you. Thank you.
From spouts that have been placed up there. They're literally just pouring into infinite fountains of ale and alcohol and vodka.
The keg of ever forward.
Best invasion force ever.
You are literally.
Why are we fighting this?
You are in a camp in a place known as the Grove of Passion. Now, what is passion? Passion can be anything. So it could be literally fucking. And as you smell the air, like, yep, thick with musk.
Yard swiver.
But it's also
I can hear-
food,
I can-
gluttony,
I can-
party, alcoholism, and celebration.
I can
And
hear-
you're
I can
literally
hear
in
the
a camp
drums.
that is currently filled with panicking half people, half goat people. That are currently in panic as people are marching towards you. You're looking at about 1,000 enemy soldiers that are running in a direction towards these Fey entities.
Okay, I need to back up. I need some clarification, please.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a party, and there's this extra. The party has the pans, has the satyrs,
Yes.
and there's this external force of what now?
Humans.
Humans.
Humans, and I imagine some mixed elves.
Yeah.
1,000 or so. I don't need full demographics, and they are
it
just.
looks like about 1,000-ish, maybe on the lower ends of the 1,000. So like
It's a
900. No, everyone roll perception because there's a lot going on. Because the Sires, they're not stopped partying. They have not stopped partying. They're actively being assaulted
Well,
right now.
yeah,
and
they're satyrs. They would
Yeah,
party
they're
through
satyrs.
their own execution.
yeah, they don't fucking care.
I don't see a damn thing. Okay, that's a 0.
32. We'll get to that in a moment.
Luckily,
20.
Flint says
20. All right.
Ooh, 27.
27. Those dice have been blessed.
These are great.
17.
17. Okay, so
What's the
everyone above a 20, and you'll get parts of this as well.
Is
but right
that
now,
20 and above, or is that
20
above
and
the...
above.
Okay.
Yeah. But for like you two right now,
Flint sees it.
Flint, what do you get?
Modified 20.
Modified. Okay, so for Sparks and Egg, you're bombarded by celebrations, naked people, drinking people, people doing arts, people doing somersault, celebratory dance, and expressive storytelling through dance. All sorts of just crazy shit. You're still in the Fey. You're still in the Fey Wild. What the hell? The rest of you, for 20 above, sorry.
No.
We're picking our level of violence to enter this with.
For 20 above, you do see a conflict, a massive conflict. That is this opening area that has been taken out with most of the trees because of endless party that just killed them. So there's an opening on the edge of this
Grove,
a little bit, yes. And you see hundreds upon hundreds of individuals with net launchers, with luces, with these strange sticks that have these curves that have spiked tips at the inner parts of it that looks like that can go around body parts and
man catches,
yeah.
Man catchers.
And you were expecting a
someone
small
with just
force.
a giant butterfly.
There's 1,000 people here. There was misinformation somewhere in the chain of command. There's a full-blown army here. And as you're looking at it, you realize
We can take him.
there's flashes in the back. They're teleporting in. Which is another, that's major magic right there. What the fuck? You notice similar demonic magics. You notice casting and capabilities of higher level spells that are through blood rituals. And you're noticing a lot of these men are coming out worse than wear, and a little crazy-eyed.
So, like when they go through the portal in the terrible Doom movie, and they come out all.
A little bit, yeah. Like it's teleportation. You take a
It's
trip
like going
or
to the
something.
war.
What was the
45 pounds?
What was the movie where they teleport the guy and he comes out and they're like, "Oh, look, it succeeded," and he comes out and he's all warped. It's not Doom. I don't remember the movie that.
I don't know which movie, but I understand the premises of it. And
Is that Event Horizon?
this is the tail end of it. There's entities that have engaged the forces. They're the Fae. They're not organized. They're doing it individually. They're not forming proper lines. They're not forming proper organized path of conflicts. The humans are.
We can take him.
So, as you're in the center of Partyville, essentially, seeing it about 600 feet away, just as several, I always say their names wrong for their race, Fae folk are currently launching themselves, quite literally running up like riot police versus rioters that are currently just throwing random shit at them, throwing alcohol, random bouts of magic, and occasionally a fireball or two, which was returned by no fireballs, as they do not want to injure the products. How would you like to progress?
Wait,
Violently.
which side are we helping?
This side, the partiers.
Gotcha.
The human
Alright, do
human
we roll
army.
initiative?
The human army is
No,
using
we're still in a
demonic
kind of
magic.
story element.
Oh, okay.
You're
Well,
600 feet away, and if you just engage in the army, you can do that, but again, you're only 5 people. There's a lot.
Oh, okay. Oh, fantastic. We have story mode major image. Boom.
Okay, when you make your image,
I am major imaging not just an increase in the forest, but also air elementals, like mean, vicious air elementals wandering through the tree.
make an intimidation check with advantage using your spellcasting modifier.
Nice! That will be fantastic if only my charisma were higher.
What were you saying,
I-
So
Quinn?
we're saying you use your.
Okay, well, so that's plus 11 then.
I would like to back him
And
up.
it's Nat 20.
And as you do that, you literally see some of the party
You
goers
pick the middle
literally
one.
go, they pick up their drinks and go, yeah, I need to get more of this, and start doubling down on their drinks as they're just looking over, and they literally piss themselves. They void their bowels.
36 total
36.
for that intimidation check.
Jesus Christ. As the lines immediately stop, there's a couple of people that literally trip over themselves and get, stomped on by the next line that don't realize why they stopped and fell over and start marching on their own people, causing harm to themselves. And they
Hey.
legitimately stop in their tracks.
I'll deal with that.
And then you hear, thunk, 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 and massive cannons in the back, have started opening fire artillery shells that have, and so they open up in metal chains to blacken the area, and literally dozens upon dozens of people, as these things hit and stick the floor, should be killing Fey, but they keep them just barely alive.
So,
I would like to use my wingy boots and my marvelous pigments, and I would like to take to the air and draw rocks over the cannons so they get smushy-lated.
Nice.
Okay,
Well played.
I love it. Sorry, my brain got a little overdosed right there. Okay, so you use your winged boots, and yours definitely stealth. Go ahead and roll a stealth real quick, because there are archers.
How quickly can you paint a rock?
I mean,
Wile E. Coyote does it in seconds.
I think Wile E. Coyote's artistic abilities are wildly underappreciated.
It's a shame that he's
Agreed.
remembered for his violence instead of his realistic depictions of train tunnels and cave paintings.
you said I'm rolling stealth?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's a 31.
Okay. Now, in order to draw with the pigment paint, you need a flat surface to draw on. Now, there's plenty of flat surfaces, but what are you willing to take up in order to draw on, in order to make physical and then drop?
Hold on. I have a fuckload of stuff, and I don't have a strong understanding of what it all is.
Well, I think what he's getting at is you're limited in what you can carry up there and the size of the rocks you can draw.
Yeah.
Right. What I'm thinking is I could get up there, throw down the magic carpet that I have, and then pull out just like paper and draw
Yes, you
it.
can. I forgot about the magic carpet.
Nope. I
Holy
did
shit!
not.
The rock just got fucking huge. No! Yes, this is
Stop.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Can't stop the ruck. You can't stop.
With a 36, you're part of the cloud. Well, you're not part of the clouds, but anyone that looks up, they don't realize that you're up there because you're just part of like confetti and things in the air and random things that are flying and crashing. That is part of the celebration of this place of passion. It's just bonkers. And the clouds is overcast right now. It's doom and gloomy, not very sunny, a little cold, and threatening some rain and lightning in the distance. But you begin your work, and as you are getting paper together and getting yourself over there and begin drawing, we'll get to you in just a moment.
Yep.
You guys?
Go ahead.
I'm assuming I don't know what's going on right now, but
You at least know which side you're
so
helping.
you're gone. Like the
Flint just takes a big, mean-looking halberd. And it's full 7. I reckon it's time to go to the front lines and do what I was constructed to do, boss.
stay close.
Weird.
Quinn,
Let's hope for death this
Perfect.
time.
plan? Any plan? I'm just gonna go smack. I'm gonna go smashing. What level of violence we're doing here? Drawing sword, pulling out my saber, and
Have we rolled initiative yet?
collapsing my shield.
No, we're still in story kind of situation.
I'm collapsing my shield, pulling out my
Fuck,
integrated sword.
I'm taking the carpet. It's
Yes.
faster than I am.
Oh,
Oh, even better, yeah.
Yeah.
I take my animated
So
shield.
I'm prepping as I fly.
Got it.
I'm gonna take my animated shield and give it to Flint.
He takes this little cog-looking thing. Now, what's this?
When you activate it, it'll act as a shield around you. You don't have to hold it.
He kind of squishes it, and then it expands out and kind of floats around him. Ah,
It keep you from getting hit.
well, what if I like being hit?
Hit less.
Alright.
I plan to keep you alive until this is over.
Well, that is your choice. My personal choice is to die trying,
Trying
so that
what?
this hellhole of a life can end.
Well, we're gonna try and turn that around. Again, we haven't had a chance to talk. I'm sorry. We'll have time to talk after this fight.
I'm not here to talk, I'm here to serve.
Well, we're here to do both then.
Well, we're at the front lines. Hello, soldiers. You're gonna die today.
Level
And he
begins.
begins.
Yep, just go at it.
You complete a rock. You don't need to roll. Actually, roll a artisan's check to see how dense the material is.
So, holding the image. I want to go.
What is... I don't understand what I'm rolling. I'm assuming a 20 plus
So,
something.
oh Jesus, it's going to be. No, make a Dex proficiency modifier.
Dex plus proficiency. Okay,
Yes.
so Dex is that's plus 11. So that becomes a 27.
You have a +6 Dex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a +6
She's
charisma.
dexterous as hell.
Jesus Christ, I have +6. It's fine.
Yeah. We
I'm
all
going to +10 strength.
And go ahead and roll a single d20, please. Plus that same modifier.
saving throw.
Yes.
Hold on. I have to
He's got a
find out.
+6
That's an 8.
Constitution.
Yeah. Okay, well, I got +6 fine.
Okay. I believe that is. Yes. Okay. That is a 29.
29. Jesus. So as you're just about to finish, you stop on the last stroke, flip the paper over so that it doesn't go on the actual carpet itself, and do the last. And as it goes over the carpet, it becomes a real rock, taking out a chunk of the paint, pointed, even better, into this cartoony Looney Tunes pointed rock. That makes a whistling sound as you're singing this in the distance.
Guys, I have a different idea, but you're not gonna like it.
I want you to roll 10 d10 damage.
I'm going forward.
I don't
Guy's going
know.
forward.
Yeah.
She's actually going to hit.
I have.
With a 29, yes.
Oh, check.
Just do it, we'll be
back.
Check.
Whatever it is you're doing.
You say that, you may not like this.
I can move. He can move too.
That's right. Yeah, she did roll to hit. I'm sorry. I was.
All right, I have the next plan to end this
Yep.
fight.
20. That's 31, and then.
Can I see who's commanding this army with my 32?
Yes, you can. We'll get to that in just a
Yeah,
moment.
you can fuck him up, but I'm gonna handle the armor.
Vedic is going to get it off before you, because you're doing the command view right
59.
now. 59. You need a 50 to destroy this rather sizable. Now, it looks like a cannon, but it's actually a modified version of a like a trebuchet, but just like in a cannon shape. So it's a launcher.
It's flat now.
Yeah, it is flat,
Now it's
pierced.
scrap metal.
Yeah, it's scrap metal. That's one of 3 siege equipments that they brought that is immediately destroyed as people quite literally go, ah! As one of them,
hell?
yeah, quite literally, what the hell? As
They
people
don't
start looking
keep
up and see
other
you.
siege equipment.
Ooh.
Next one.
Freaking throne.
Silvers. I'm sorry.
I need to be Earth.
I'm gonna drop the major image.
Okay.
Take a couple steps forward, and I'm gonna tap my time keeper.
Okay.
So what I'm casting is Draconic Majesty, but I'm special effecting this a little bit. What you see is a backwards, like Vedic takes on this spectral form of this greater, ancient, golden, celestial, draconic dragon. Like, it is wild and huge and scary beyond belief. Everything within 240 feet radius
Fuck.
needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna say at disadvantage because with that natural 20 intimidation check in the beginning, and you just whip out another fucking
Okay,
monstrosity.
I'm sorry. Everybody needs to make this roll.
So yeah,
Everybody makes this roll.
you might be. You're out of the reach actually.
Okay.
Yeah, you're out of the reach because she's high in the sky and everything. She's
You started doing shit and I
This is as big and scary as I can be.
that's a natural 1.
DC is 23.
Yeah, even
It's a wisdom saving throw. DC through 23.
even all the party folk. all the party folk.
Effect you can see.
Now let me get you. It is
It's an
hard.
effect you can see.
It is hard to scare party folk, and especially these type of party folk, because they have advantage against any magical effect. So they were already like, wow, and they're like a couple of them, their furs are rising up, which is doing some justice because it's covering their privates better.
I rolled a natural 20. I'm good.
And then so you whip out this thing, and they're like, oh, well, it's time to go. This
It's
direction.
time to leave.
Party's over. So everyone literally just went about face and made a path for you to do this. Nope.
We're changing.
Like Vedic is just this little glowing ball in the center of it. The entire glade is suffused
Yeah,
with
it's
this
quite literally the
glowing light like the sun.
You don't actually take that physical form.
No.
It's just an image.
It's just the image.
And is it persistent or
With
is
a
it
nat-
the one?
It's just the one thing, but it gives you the deep. You're mammal-ish, mammal adjacent. It gives you the ascendant thing of that's a dinosaur and I'm not supposed to.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, they're getting the front view of this of the army to you.
We're getting the taint.
Yeah. We're like, well,
That's a dinosaur's
can
asshole and
literally
I
see
shouldn't be here.
the,
Yeah,
like a
I'm
dozen
going to
people.
come out that end if I stay here because it's going to go in front end and come out that end.
Okay, I'm gonna explain a little bit, and I keep passing you guys. But your fear check allowed you to do more bullshit before they got to do stuff.
Right.
And now they just rolled a natural 1 on another fear check.
This is
Let's-
frightened. They just run.
They are frightened, and you can quite literally for the front platoon, like good half of it, immediately just take their sword and they're just like done.
How did the
They got
party
scared
fare?
and then it's that thing.
We need to chopping through people. We're running around, turning around, and running from us.
So, Eck, before Quinn,
I have to roll a natural 20 to succeed.
for what?
Wisdom saving.
Oh, wisdom
He
saving.
hasn't made his throw yet.
Here we go.
All right.
I said I was sorry before I did it.
18.
It's not
18.
gonna help you.
You,
Well, hey,
You
you
get
know.
+5 on saving throws?
Sure.
If you make it 20.
if you get
But you do.
Yeah.
Okay. My notes are incorrect on my TTRPG.
Has to be a natural 20, you get the bonus in-house.
you do notice a commander, and you kind of have to double check for a moment as you're looking across to the commander, and it's the last one that enters the field before the portal, whatever this flashing thing that was kind of reverberating in the backfield before dispersing and becoming a normal forest. And you kind of double check, and you're like, you see green. It's like, oh, it's his cloak. No, it's his skin. And you see a draconic individual. You see what normally to an untrained eye would be a dragon, a green dragon. But with that 30 from a distance, you can see with the enhancement of all your fuckery,
Oh shit, it's her.
you see a half dragon. That is currently giving commands and is currently stabbing a couple people in the backside as they're currently attempting to turn around and like, I'm done, boss! I'm done! And she literally just full-blown Camisar takes a crossbow, shoots the guy, and his head explodes. Like physically gunpowder. And a couple of them stop and begin to turn around like, time to go! And they're like turning back and forth because of that. So I'm like,
There's a
well,
half dragon
I
leading
could
them.
fight and most
Half
likely
green
die,
dragon.
or I'll turn around and definitely die. A, B, we're fucked.
That was where my brain went to.
It's her.
It's not her. It's one of her fucking offspring.
It's one of them.
It's
Well,
very
guess what?
possible, yeah.
If I make a cloak out of its skin, does it?
Just on the carpet.
And make
I'm
another
about to have my
perception
body
check.
count.
One final perception check, Wendy.
DC is 21. Sorry, not 23.
Still
fucked
fixed.
Well, it didn't matter. I had to roll an extra 20 to get it.
25.
25?
I am making fertilizer.
You are
You see-
frightened. You have to run away from me for the next minute.
Run,
Or you-
or you can't. You
Make
can't
us
you're
make a
getting
new
closer.
save every minute.
You have to move as far. You have to move away from me if you can, and
Wait,
you make a new
is
save.
the frightened effect?
Yeah.
That's not how
Right,
frightened.
and just allow. We can't move closer to you.
Correct.
We can stay. We just can't move any closer.
All right, hang on.
Correct. Right.
No, it's actually better
I
than
seem to
that.
remember you have to move away from them if you can.
There's different types of fighting conditions.
This is better than that.
Frightened
spell
by
makes
itself
them
is
move
that you
away.
don't
That
can't
one.
move closer. But if it says otherwise, like it might say you have to turn and run, there are that type of field effects.
But
as
like
well.
I had the pipes of haunting. It was the frightened condition, and they just kind of do a little loopy around you, and they're like, she's spooky, 30
That's all right.
feet.
yeah.
That's right. Right now, plants can't touch or harm me.
Well, they can't
Ooh,
impede
buddy.
your movements.
According
They'll
to
still
that
touch you if
speed,
you try to die.
Do you want me to
all
read it?
creatures who are
I
aware of
wrote
your
it.
presence
Cannot harm
within
me.
They cannot harm
within
you.
this
I'm not
feat
arguing that.
must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its
So
turns.
they can't get closer to you. But with a natural one, there are people literally turning around just like I'm out, and then they get blasted in the head by the leader. And you, with that 25 perception check, you count 1, 2, 3 horns that are slightly too long and obsidian black. That is attached to a semi-invisible, but you, You can see past that.
He's black.
You see a hunched, green-skinned, ugly little thing known as a closet that are latched onto specific individuals that seem to be casters. Not all the casters that are here, but a good 30% of them, as one seems to be behind a certain black armored individual that is currently watching all this that's going down and not liking how things are going right now.
It should have been an easy raid. It's been
Hey,
easy at all.
Spark.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Quick thing. Everybody who's frightened, while the source of the fear is within line of sight, has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
That is huge.
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Cool.
you by
knew there was a
yourself
second
have
bit.
gathered another full round of shenanigans before
Sorry.
shit goes down.
I haven't actually taken any actions yet in all this shenanigans,
I know.
by the way.
Being question to the DM. Being frightened, I can't get
You
close.
You
can't-
can run away from him. If anything, he's giving you some more motivation to go that way towards the army.
And there are
Okay,
people in front of
that's
you.
fine.
Yeah.
Do I have to move away?
You do not have to
You
move
do not
away,
have to
but you
move away.
cannot move closer.
Can I move closer? Okay, got it.
If he moves closer, you're wiggy, but like you're not forced to maintain distance. You're like, motherfucker, stop doing that. And
Stop getting close on.
The butt wiggle made that.
now I'm seeing Indiana Jones like, start the blade! Shock, start the blade, shock!
Because, okay. I'm about to go up. I'm about to go full ogre on this shit.
Yeah,
It's one of the biggest spells I got.
you're
I'm
still
in the
on
front.
fire, by the
yeah,
way.
it's 200 feet.
It really
Unfortunately,
is.
I wish I had earth going. Oh. Because then I could do siege.
Yeah, you could have. Oh well. Battle does not come when you are most ready. It comes when it comes. That's a terrible saying. I'm never going to say it again.
All right. Can I
It
ask?
kind of comes when you jump through the portal, honestly. But
Yeah.
So I'm going to fly into the air, draw my sword, which immediately becomes a bow, extinguishes all fire within 30 feet of me, and drops the
A lot of
temperature
like
to
the
20
party
degrees,
torches and tiki
layering
torches.
everything with frost.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you immediately go, snow party! Yeah! And everyone like loses their tops and immediately starts rolling in the snow.
And I look at the dragon bitch in the back, and I say, Sparks, the one in black. Eck, all the ones with little things on their shoulders. You, as you are. As you like.
One at the one in black. I've
Wait a
got it.
moment, Quinn. Are
Sparks,
those
you have
siege,
no
are
idea
those
what he
siege
means on
weapons
people on their,
wood?
on their shoulder.
I heard the one in black.
they're not.
Okay, the one in black.
They're not made of wood?
They're wooden.
The one in black. Got it. The one in black. Where's the one in black?
I pointed to one. Like there was one in black armor.
What time of day is it? That's important.
It's it's
Twilight.
mid-afternoon, but it's a dark, stormy day that has not released water.
Got it.
It hasn't started raining yet, so we're not quite at the crescendo of the samurai conflict.
So
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
100%.
wait. Can it start raining so I can say it begins?
It's very slow.
Just for
the
that,
rains.
as you activate it, as the rain turns into snowflakes around you. Yes. Yes, it does.
Lo there do I see my
Like-
mother.
No,
It's
no.
father's father.
That's their prayer. Because that's the prayer you make when you are going to die. And I am not going to die here.
I just want to point out, I was promised repeatedly that I did not need to wear my cold weather boots. And this is the third time since then that it has gotten chilly.
And now it is raining.
I'm not a fan.
It's only snow. Well, it's only within 30 feet of me, so you're further out, I think.
Okay. I'm not coming close while it's
That's fine. I don't need anyone to be close. I can rain death from way over here.
Death from above!
Death rains
Remember,
from
I don't have disadvantage at long range.
No, you don't.
So-
So you can literally just like, I can do this all
but
day! You're literally the asshole sniper.
I am.
And then you directed him not at the siege weapons, but at people who had things on them,
Yeah.
right?
You've got siege weapons, right?
Yeah, I'm covered.
It might
but he
actually work
asked,
better to
so-
go the other way. Put her on the methods, or the things.
Closets.
The closets, and put him on the siege weapons. It might work better that way.
I'm going after the person in
And
black.
reminder,
almost
the
done.
closets are invisible to everyone except him.
I can fix that too.
Spell
You
magic.
can definitely point them out to like The one with the red robe, the one with the stupid hat.
I'm gonna put arrows into him.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Fairy
Which
fire.
I
Like, where are they? Oh, yeah.
I haven't acted.
Fairy fire.
I
There you go.
moved.
You moved, you did your thing.
I drew my weapon.
You drew your weapon.
I can put arrows
you
in
can-
the
Yeah.
closest
And
ones
if
to
you-
him with closets at them.
Oh, yeah, and you can definitely do that. You don't have to roll damage. With your accuracy,
Shouldn't be your.
you hit.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay? And
Do
right now,
they
I'm
survive?
they do
It's the
survive.
other
Okay.
bunny on
How much? Fine. You automatically hit. Roll your damage for each.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because if you hit the ones with the
fire damage,
closets.
which doesn't
Yeah.
help.
I figure the ones
They're
with closets are
immune
going
to
to be kind of hardy.
Yes.
So,
I didn't want to say that, but yes.
so
They're
is
not-
the
they're not
bow
the-
an additional 2d10 on top of the arrow, or is that the damage from an arrow off of it?
The arrow by itself is just cold damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it manifests the arrow. Now, if you put an arrow on it, it will add to the
2d10 to the other.
to
Okay.
the other arrow. Now that might also make it harder to get the arrow back because
Frozen to the.
yeah.
I will just throw normal cold arrows. Ooh, no, I'm gonna do the marking arrows with the charges. That makes them glow.
I like it. In a darker area.
So that deals an extra d4 damage when I do that too. So
Realize that I'm fire. And those are probably immune to fire.
not the kill the people.
Alright.
That's what matters.
17, 18, 19 plus 18, so 37.
Jesus. So the first one, so X like, where are they? Right there, and their head literally into the jaw, into the spine, just perfectly so that it freezes in place and then it explodes on impact. So now it's just a glowing stub with a bunch of glowing bits everywhere.
Well, I got that one. Get that one. 13, 15, 17 plus 18, 35. Ah!
Oh my god! Just shoot yourself. Just shoot them yourself.
Tell him to go for the dragon.
Maybe you should go get the dragon.
Working on it.
Which ones do you want me to get again?
Follow the road.
Wait, I've got another one because he got to cast spells twice. I'm gonna do the
You're,
two.
yeah.
you're saying
That one.
You get 2 full rounds of shenanigans. So that was your first round. This is
Oh,
your second.
this one might survive. So 7, 8, 9 plus 15, or sorry, plus 18. 9 plus 18 is 27.
Survives.
Alright, that one! He's glowing and he got an arrow
He's like
sticking
on the
him.
ground. What the fuck? Pop, pop. Just to his line of sight, he just hears boom, boom, and then suddenly.
Alright, you know what? I'll roll the attack roll on this one because I want to put one into the armored black one that
Okay.
he's going after.
All right.
I will
Yes, go
say,
ahead.
I'm not able to see it because I'm in the middle of combat. I'm at the front line with Flint.
Does a 27 hit?
Yes, it does.
Barely.
14, 15 plus 18 is 33. And he's now glowing.
And he's now glowing. Now, as the arrow hits, his armor, and you kind of have to blink a little bit to figure out like what just happened after a hit, and you replay it mentally in your head. And you're like, the armor rotated in several different places as the arrow hit, and the arrow definitely did hit, but it didn't do as much as you might thought.
Okay.
Something's wrong with that armor, and the armor didn't have that with your elven ears clang and metal breaking sound. It was more of a thunk.
Okay. Like that guy was hollow. Like that's a construct.
No,
Oh.
Like it didn't quite hit people.
it didn't hit metal.
Okay.
It definitely hit him, but the armor did not sound armory.
Okay.
It didn't sound metal.
Okay. That one. He's glowing. You have advantage. Go.
Yeah.
Target
And
acquired.
So I'll say
Working on it.
sparks
Leading the way.
because you were heading towards the fun while all of this was happening at the same time because they were faster and casting is casting and arrows are faster than your movement. So make a so
It really is Lancelot charging across the field.
yeah, it really is. And there's already parting of partiers because they got scared shitless by the
parting of
dragon.
partiers.
So you don't have to body check anyone. Otherwise, you would have had to body check a lot of people. And you're able to do that because you have feats.
Hey, wait till the fight's over and start checking bodies.
Do I see any nets that I've caught any of the Fae?
Yes.
I'm running down
There's
the way?
currently 3 that were fired before everything began, and everyone got scared shitless. So there are 3 that are currently having about, say, a D12 per net of people inside those nets that are bloodied but barely kept alive. And you can see that the blood that the Fae have spat out or came out of their body, the nets sucked it up. And it's weird how they undulate.
I'm not getting anywhere near those nets.
It's like, should I have?
Should I have to walk back?
You don't want to get in on the undulating?
I've got a target that is glowing, and I don't need to deal with those right now.
With your jump capabilities, there is a solid
Subscribe to the
10-foot
Only
ring
Feet camera
around the
to see
Black
the lower
Paladin,
half.
Black Armored Paladin.
Oh, I fully intended to. I had an idea.
Okay.
I've got a plan.
Okay.
So,
You got a full
There's
2
no
rounds
scarier
before.
phrase than
Yeah.
Spark saying, I've got a plan.
I've got a plan. Okay, Flint, I need you to trust me here. We have a target. See that glowing target? That's where we're headed.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to hold on to me when I tell you to.
All right. Why you got back handles?
There's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field.
Foul, oversharing, roughing the listener, loss of second date.
You made it legitimate, so anyone that's going to go behind you go, what?
It is legitimate.
Yeah.
Because I have
legitimate question.
Backpack sorcerer is valid.
Yeah, so
Spark
you
is not
feel like
only in this
hand
field
go
of
onto
war.
one of these back handles.
Hold on tight.
Ah.
Right about 20 feet before the front line, I will activate jump.
And I'm going to say, because of this distance of 600 feet and everything, you're able to close the distance to do that jump. When you land, you're not going to be able to do like a surprise round or anything, but you're able to get there without anyone interfering. So make an athletics check.
Okay.
At disadvantage because you're jumping for 2 people.
Yes.
Would you care?
I do. Disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yes.
Athletics?
Yes.
Was that a 16 and a 17?
That's 25.
25, even with disadvantage?
15 and a 17.
Jeez! So, unilaterally, with the electrical jump pad. As people are looking at this, looking at the dragon, pulling boulders, people exploding with magical ice arrows.
2 space freeze running
And
down
then
just
2 metal men constructs because they don't know what you are. This is a distant land that have not met Warforged.
What is that movie?
Astartes?
What?
What are you talking about?
There's a movie that he is calling to my head. I have no idea what it is, but it's like a man in full metal armor just.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. It's
That's
like,
a-
you went through the train. You went through the train? I went over the train.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
they've got
Joe.
the suits and they're running through the city and they've got the suits.
Is it?
I went through the train. I went over it. You can do that?
anyway, so with that, there is literally a small crater of where both your feet were meeting before jumping. Because of the amount of weight you guys are combined and doing that much of a distance. You jump a good, how many feet?
How far till I get to my target?
What is your jump distance?
Technically, I'm allowed to exceed my jump distance if I activate the damage of the pack.
Are you?
You can move a maximum of your movement, and then you're just in midair, and you complete your movement on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I calculate that?
I did
Whatever.
What's your
So-
maximum movement?
I got a jump
What is
calculator.
your strength?
I've got a 40 move, and my strength is 20.
Here, hold on. Okay.
All right. So you can jump clean through the air, but you can only make 40 feet.
Because you're making a
jump.
long jump. You honestly, any face that meets your foot is going to be gone. Because of your weight.
How far back is he?
He's
How tall are
about,
you?
he's
7
50
feet.
feet back.
50 feet?
Yeah, he's 50 feet back.
Marks
Technically,
make a hell of an
Okay,
NBA.
running
Yeah.
running start, you can jump.
Yeah, he would.
Okay, so here you go. Running start, you can jump 20 feet horizontally, 8 feet off the ground.
now you have the jump spell active.
Which I think doubles that?
Triples it.
Triples it.
Triples.
So that would
60
be
feet.
60 feet horizontally and 24 feet
You're
high.
on him. You're literally on him. And as you're about to collide, as he brings up his greatsword,
He's
and,
laying crotch first.
and he
before
just
you
seems
drive
like he has a morbid expression, gothic black, oily hair, pale skin, and beady black, no iris eyes. And he looks at you as you're jumping forward, seeing you football run, jump, and just you get an expression of equally mortally feared and impressed as he begins to tee up and about to strike you. But that was your entire thing to get there to possibly a general of this army?
Like the last 10 minutes of the
I have
longest
target. That's all I care
yard.
about.
Yeah.
How far is the guy that's on the ground and going, oh my god, I'm almost dead?
Just poke him.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Oh my god, I'm almost dead.
You shot me right in the arm!
You don't
What's
even need
this
to make a
turtle
perception
hurtling
check.
towards me?
He's 25 feet back behind the lines. So he has a good...
So how far away from me?
Now, he would have 3 lines in front of him, but one of them just did a separate coup. So
How many feet to him?
25. Oh, to him? That's going to be 30 and then 25. But if you X...
A squared
A squared plus B
squared.
squared.
So 20,
I get to
35 plus 30.
Right.
That's 30. So it's only 30 feet away?
No.
Well, shit. I
Well,
mean,
after the
yeah.
600 feet distance, but you were already running away from...
Yeah, we were already charging in.
All right. So I charge.
Smack a bit.
I charge in 30 feet right to the front line,
Okay.
and I do flame breath.
Yes!
Wait.
Yes!
Right.
No, he's already shaking because he's
shaking himself.
Yeah, he's shaking himself as he's running.
30-foot cone of fire.
And how would you like to activate this for the first time ever?
That is epic.
Out of one nostril.
Flip around and just.
I had Taco Bell last night.
Hold on, I'm gonna lead this up because as you're charging forward, literally small fire geysers behind your feet and every foot pounding into the soil. Even though it's damp and earthy, it becomes immediately charred and lava.
I will let you know your breath weapon is better than what I can do.
Yes, as you go, doo, 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 and you're about to hit the front line, and then suddenly you go.
Is the definition here? It says exhale. So
You can
Breath of fire.
breathify. It is a breath weapon. Yes,
Yeah,
but
so-
how would you like to activate it?
literally, as I'm running through, and by the way, I'm not slowing down.
Oh, yes!
So
You're just
literally,
gnawing it.
it's going to be. So here we go. So as
You
I get
become
in there,
the
I'm
flame.
charging through. You see this thing light up. My talisman just light up.
No, I imagine like the inner shell starts glowing.
Oh,
as it
yeah,
comes-
but-
Like Godzilla.
Let me finish here. The shells or the talisman's lighting up, and then you see as it goes through my skin. You shut me down, boy.
I'm sorry. My new
You see
head
it goes
cannon
up
is
my
the Angus
skin.
Godzilla.
You see it goes up my skin, and literally my eyes start burning fire, and then like my gut or my neck swells up with glowing red, and whoosh, let out this huge burst. Continue to go through, and I'm going to go through, use the dash action to continue to punch through. So it's literally going to be fireball, and then
Just a strafing run.
You're just
Nice.
you become a flaming meteor as soon as you impact.
weird.
And the
And I
fire
still
hasn't
think it
stopped.
comes
as
out
you
and I'm going to
get
shoot right through the
Going
other
to
side
roll
of the
damage. Going to roll damage real quick. They're going to roll a disadvantage for their dex saving throw because they're next to each other, and also with all the build up and lead up of
They
everything.
have
They-
disadvantage because
each-
of the fear anyway.
they have to.
True. Yeah.
They have to make a saving throw of.
That's a natural 3 and
Plus your
disadvantage.
proficiency plus your combat.
So yeah, they fail. So what is the
8
damage?
plus my proficiency is 5, so it's 13 plus my con modifier is 6, so they have to make a 19 con saving throw.
They rolled a natural 3.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw, sorry, but
They
still
rolled
failed.
a natural.
So it's
3.
66 plus 6.
It's a fireball from your mouth.
There you go.
And what's the cone?
30 feet.
Jeez.
Wow.
I've never used this before.
Good time to use it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Crowd control.
Wait,
5, 6.
Come on, crowd
I
control.
love these. These are cool.
Lapis?
that is my first ever set of dice.
Lapis?
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty average, but
God, I've only got like
11,
2 left
15.
of my first dice.
Are any of them in my dice bag?
18, 23, plus 6, 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage.
Fire damage.
Okay. The regular guardsmen, pikemen at the front,
Immolate.
they literally turn to dust except for their bones as you just plow through them. As you and you stop at about 25 feet. Where's the caster? And you notice there's a smoldering corpse on the ground of where the caster was, because he was 25 feet away, and you did a 30-foot cone.
You got him.
You got him. And also the guy next to him.
And everyone else around you.
And the guy next to him. And literally there's about ash-blasted soldiers that have just been ash-blasted by their dead friends. Well, companions, really. People they worked with. And they're going to roll another fear check. They're shitting themselves. Full-blown shitting
We are
themselves.
fertilizing this ground in many different ways.
They came here to raid
You
a
can
party.
hear with their knees colliding with each other because they're shaking.
They came here to crash a party and met a ancient dragon and a fire-breathing
I
turtle
used a dash action.
with full metal
To
football
blow through
players.
them, yeah.
Blow
So go
through
to make
them.
a general strength attack.
You
Actually,
can attack something you want.
no, actually, I don't want to do a dash action because I'm going to rage.
Okay.
I've just run into the. That's going to. Because it's either rage or
Okay,
dash action.
because you are at the front. But with that legendary opener, you do realize after a half second of like, yeah! And there's like 50 guys around you that all go, they're still trying, but they still bring their points down.
I literally ran into the fireball that I exhaled, and then finished my movement, and then the fire extinguishes, and I'm standing there.
Exactly. And as soon as that happens, they're stunned for a half second, and you're like, as you're about to be engaged, and you realize you're fighting an army here, and you're like, oh dear, as they begin to start lowering down the weapons, and then you hear several other party folkers that are currently sloshing their lips open. You take a torch up and go, "What's this? I can do better!" Whoosh, and join in with the fire spitters
Hey!
as they joined in with the party.
Lead by example.
Cool.
So you're
question,
no
using-
longer alone.
Using an action. So is that action, or do I have other actions for other combat actions left?
I'm gonna say
This
running
is using-
600.
this is
I'm
using
gonna
action.
say if you let me finish, you ran 600 feet.
No, I didn't.
600?
Yes, you did.
600?
All you had to run 600 feet to get to the front
Oh, wait,
lines.
reactions.
Oh,
Reactions.
So
You said it was 30 feet, so I'm sorry.
it's 30 feet once you're there.
Oh, got it.
They're 30 feet into the pile.
Gotcha. So I was doing dash.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So while they were doing all the casting stuff, you guys were football running from start all the way to finish, which
Right.
is terrifying as
I was doing
fuck.
the whole ogre.
Just
I'm just saying.
turtle flanked by two giant warforged. Just dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, this is an impressive display from all corners around, and you definitely made your mark. You filled the party folkers of like, oh, we're being outstayed!
Three idiots charged a legion of
That's what I'm saying!
and they're winning.
Yeah! So you inspired the party goers to kind of organize, semi-organized, not too organized,
Wasn't that
but
in your
they're
book?
kind of like, all right,
It was.
all right.
Oh, that's
Three
cool. It
heroes,
was the
defeating
fire
army or something?
the fire spitters in the
Yeah.
party.
Yep. Immediately like, all right, let's bring it. He's brought the heat. We just need to turn up the heat. And
Time to turn up the heat!
yeah. So
I'm going full Ocean Master.
Rise, Atlanta!
Flying.
So I will attack it. I will pull. I
you
pull out
begin to
chance.
attack, but all the fear, forcing them to stop, making sure they don't do anything else, don't get artillery shells off, and arrows don't
I'm
going
a
off.
control man.
All the fear stuff that caused the army to hesitate and hesitate again, and the fight has officially started. As you are continually painting, would you like to get another rock off?
Please,
have to
please
word it that
get
way.
your rock off.
Had to word it that way.
I know what I did.
Guys, Nick finally got someone's rocks off. Let's be happy for him.
Oh!
I don't feel like I deserve that. All right,
Shot
go ahead and
fired.
roll another Dex proficiency for the attack roll. You don't need to roll another
Okay.
artistry check.
It's 18 plus 11,
You hit.
29.
You hit. Roll 10d10.
Right. So that's this, and this, and that.
Because these are thick rocks. They got lead interiors.
That's 21.
She's drawing pictures of uranium.
Draw the internals of an atom bomb.
Is that why they whistle when they fall?
What's the
Guys,
sabot
I'm
range?
trying to do math.
Sorry.
Depleted uranium
Yeah.
rods.
Oh, the
Four shots.
Oh, cool.
Rods from God.
The striker shots.
yeah.
Cool.
The
I
sabot.
just read into it. I filled it in and I just realized I can.
54. 50 is all you needed. Second artillery piece is gone as the battle commenced, but we're going to end it here to now.
Black men start piling up, trying to shoot down the blind carpet.
You built this beautiful map, and now you're gonna unmake it to make this battle map.
No, I'm going to end right here as the winds turn and they begin to whisper as honeyed words that you recognize says, I am being attacked. I am about to die. No panic, but I think I'm gonna fucking die and I need your help immediately.
Who's the
Whose
voice?
voice am I hearing?
You're hearing a certain dryad's voice.
Dragons?
Dryad.
Dryads.
This is... No, this is your spelling, so I'm not quite sure how to say it. Mintarin.
Yeah, Mintarin.
Mintarin. This is the voice of Mintarin. And she is asking for help. Holding back panic that you've never really heard in her voice before. And with that passive insight check on the battle map, I will tell you, these battles are a distraction to the main sanctuary, where all the Fey have been gathering. But there's still a sizable force here. They still might plan to try to take this place.
Okay. This big
But you have a choice later to make. We're going to end tonight's session right here, right now, everyone. Fun all around. Well done, strong openers. Showing your strength and showing your colors. Now, let's see how battle really fares in the long haul. Till next, everyone, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, together we roll. I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll. The gods went down on us, we're just a game to them. Eldritch monstrosities at their unholy whim. But we will stand up, we'll shout a battle cry. The future beckons us and we'll stand unified. There's something coming and it's coming fast. We won't be frightened by the dead hand of the past. We are the warriors.